Jason George, Wildlife Adventure. In this episode, we meet Moose 5 that gets a little bit close to my car. This day began with an early drive into Algonquin Park, where I got lucky in seeing my first moose early on in the day. And then shortly after, I got to see not only my second moose, but my third moose. And there might be one in her belly if you check out the video I made just on those two. And then Moose 4 we watch peeing. And then we've got Moose 5 that we'll get into more detail. Moose 6 gets close to other people in their vehicle. And that can be really dangerous for the moose, as they can sometimes get hit by a car. And then we get Moose 7, which is what I like to refer to as a go-home moose, which is a moose on my way home. This one is a young male with small nubs growing. Well, I hope that you're enjoying this video and you check out some of the other things I do, like hot sauce, I write books, and I even started a wildlife club. So check out some of those videos and the books on Amazon. But when I get into the park, I always like to head to the totem pole and pay my respects to those that came before me. It's at the East Gate if you've never been. So I hope that you check it out. After going to the East Gate to see the totem pole, I had this awesome encounter with this bull moose. And oh my, got a little bit nerve-wracking as it came close to me and it was walking towards me. So I did what I thought was the safest and smartest thing to do. I made sure to keep my car between this moose and myself. And it just kept getting closer and closer. And at one point, I was ready to jump into my car, but then I realized this moose was just eating and not after me. I just happened to be in the direction that he wanted to go. You can see the clip of my car right there. And then the moose vanished into the bush and I started to not worry as much. I was assuming that the moose was going to go deep into the brush, but as I was sitting there, it was hesitant, and I don't know what it was doing in the trees or what it was noticing, but all of a sudden, it pivoted and it came out of the bush and towards us. I think maybe it heard that we were going to make a YouTube video and it wanted to star in its own YouTube video. But when this thing came out of the bush this time, it looked so massive. Did you notice that little foot kick there on the back foot? That was kind of cool. It must have smelled something that wasn't right about the road. I wonder what it was. And then it came back towards me, and now I again put my car between me and the moose just to make sure that I'm safe. And this moose actually hasn't really gone very far. And now all of a sudden I'm realizing, wait, is this moose number 1 in a different location? Because those antlers look really similar. What do you think? Leave your comments below if you think that this could be the same moose, just in a different location and at a different time in the day. This moose now decides to head into the bush, and it's now like its second fake bush adventure. And so I'm like this has to be it. So I sort of forget about it. And the next thing I know, I turn around and he is in the middle of the road. And luckily the people going through the park at this time cared about the moose and they let it cross safely. Crossing the road can be very dangerous for a moose, as unfortunately a lot of moose will get hit. So if you could watch your speed while driving through the park, or just in general, that would be greatly appreciated. But now this comes to the question, why did the moose cross the road? Well, in this situation, it wasn't because the grass was greener on the other side. It was because it wanted to get a drink. Oh, this is awesome. I love watching moose. What about yourself? Have you ever had a cool moose experience? I think this has been a pretty awesome experience, and what's amazing is it's also been a fairly long and lengthy experience where I've got to sit back and enjoy this moose. It is, again, it's a little nerve-wracking when they cross the road, but I know that a lot of people like to see that. I do hope that if you're enjoying this video, that you check out some of the other videos that I have. Not just on moose, but of lions, tigers, bears, sharks. I've got all kinds of things. I even have videos of snow leopards. Well, if you let me know your favorite animal and I don't have a video of it, I'll do my best to try to create one just for you. So please leave a comment and let me know what your favorite animal is. One of my favorite Canadian animals has to be the moose. I just love how big and silly they can be. But I don't think that enough people respect the amount of power and force that they have. And yes, we are all impressed by their antlers and we think that that's what they use to fight. But what you might learn if you start to do a little bit of research is that a lot of their damage is actually done with their hooves, and they'll actually kick a wolf or even a human. When it kicks a wolf, it actually sort of infects it, and then that wolf ends up dying. Man, this massive thing uses such a small part of it to protect itself. Well, this has been an awesome experience, and because I had a rental car, I had to move all the stuff from my car. So I actually had brought a friend with me, and I was hoping that maybe this moose might be willing to take a picture of me and my buddy Bones. I wasn't able to get in on the picture, but Bones was able to, and you can see the moose hanging out in the background. And that is what I call an amazing moose encounter. The only thing better would be in the fall time to see them fighting or mating. And it's the springtime, so I probably won't get to see that. What is a moose encounter that you would like to see? I can remember one of my favorite moose encounters. It's when I took this picture that I call Mies. It's a mom with 2 yearlings. And why it's so special is I brought my mom to Algonquin Park for Mother's Day. And my mom has 2 boys. And this mother had 2 yearlings, which means that she's a super strong and awesome mom. Just like my mom. So that has to be one of my favorite moose experiences. I wonder what my mom's favorite experience, because after she saw those 2 yearlings, she just wanted to see one cross the road. I don't think she appreciated how cool what we saw actually was. But we all like and enjoy different things. I'm not going to lie. I do enjoy getting to see a moose cross the road. I'm actually working on a cool little project to try to help with animal safety. So if you see that, please like, share, and just enjoy that video of all kinds of different animals crossing the road. It should be out hopefully sometime in June, but let's just sit back and enjoy this moose for a little bit. Somebody told me that moose teeth are hollow, and they actually use them sort of like straws and draw the water through their teeth. If you've heard this or have proof of this, I would love for you to let me know more about this. But again, one of the most interesting things about moose is how easily these large creatures can vanish into the forest just amongst a few branches. Like, let's watch this thing vanish in front of our eyes. Whoa, that is cool. Well, I do hope that you've enjoyed this adventure and that you check out some of the other things I do. Please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep enjoying the wildlife.